Welcome, everyone. I call this meeting of the House and Children and Family Affairs Subcommittee to order. Haley, would you please call the roll?
Vice Chair Bricken. Chairman Carter. Vice Chair Eldridge. Here. Gillespie. Here. Harris. Here. Stewart. Chairman Littleton.
Here. I see that we have a quorum, so we're going to move forward. Does anyone have any personal orders? Hearing none, we're going to get started with the first calendar. We're going to go out of order today and bring up House item number 4, House Bill 340 by Representative Lamar.
Good afternoon, committee, and thank you, Chair Lady, for allowing me to jump ahead. I have a bill right now in health that I got to run to
Do
after
I hear
this.
a motion? A second? Being properly motioned and second, you're recognized.
Thank you so much. And again, thank you, committee. This bill will require law enforcement to, I have an amendment, and the amendment, which makes the bill, and the amendment is when a child is taken into custody due to suspicion that the child.
What is that bill, the amendment number?
The amendment number is 3678.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. The amendment states, and it makes a bill, when a child is taken into custody due to suspicion that the child committed a delinquent act or unruly conduct, a law enforcement officer conducting a formal interview or interrogation of the child at a law enforcement facility concerning any violation of state or federal law by the child should make an audio or video recording of the interview. And it also says that the officer, if it's not taken, the officer is acting in good faith, or they don't have to have it in extraneous circumstances where, like, they have to take the interview on site for evidence purposes. They need the information right then.
We need a motion and a second on that. Okay, properly motion and second.
Thank you. So as I was saying, I've shopped this bill around. TBI, law enforcement, they're all okay with it. I've been working with them for about 2 years now on this bill, and so we'll ask for your vote and your consideration.
Any questions on the amendment? Hearing none, are we ready to vote? All those in favor of Amendment 3678 going on the House Bill 7, what, on the, I gotta go to the bottom, 340, say aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. The amendment's on.
And the amendment makes the bill, and I will use the exact same explanation now to explain the bill.
Are there any questions, concerns? Hearing none, are we ready to vote? All those in favor of House Bill 340 moving out to civil full, say aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. The bill goes out.
Thank you so
Civil
much,
full.
committee. Thank you, Chair Lady.
So now we'll go back to the top. Item number 1, House Bill 765 by Representative Garrett. You were properly motioned in second, so you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I appreciate the opportunity to bring this legislation. House Bill 765 is brought to me by the Department of Human Services to have the ability for the department to update the guidelines with our statutory code, and also have the ability for the Department of Human Services to modify on their own any potential child support orders that they deem necessary because of an increase of income. Someone could receive more child support if they see that the income is increased. They don't have the ability to initiate those petitions themselves, but this bill allows them to do that. So with that, I'll be happy to answer any questions the committee has.
Any questions, concerned for Representative Garrett? Questions been called? Any objection? We'll be voting on House Bill 765. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. Your bill moves out to civil full.
Madam Chair and committee, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Next, we have House Bill 783. Who's carrying this? Oh. Representative Gillespie, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. What this bill does is it requires the juvenile court clerk and the Department of Mental and Health and Substance Abuse Services to report certain juvenile justice information to the AOC each month. And it just kind of streamlines that information and allows the AOC to provide the reports from the juvenile courts, or to the juvenile courts, from the different judges and in that area. And welcome any questions if you'll have any.
Are there any questions or concerns for House Bill 783? Representative Stewart, you're recognized. Question's been called for. Is there any objection? Hearing none, all those in favor of House Bill 783 say aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. House Bill 783 moves out to civil full. So next up, we have House Bill 662 by Representative Gillespie.
Motion.
Been properly motioned and second. Representative Gillespie, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. What this bill does is it removes the requirements that the Comptroller of the Treasury currently has, and basically removes them from their reviewing and approving the annual plans from the Tennessee Community Services Board. So there's a bit of a conflict in there right now, and it basically passes that on to I believe F&A, and kind of just removes the comptroller out of both approving the plan and auditing the plan. So it just makes their job a little bit easier. I welcome any questions.
Are there any questions? Representative Stewart, you're recognized.
Yes, Representative Gillespie, I'm just curious, is this an administration bill or a bill that the I know it's your bill, but is this a bill that the administration is pushing or kind of has come up with?
Thank you for that. It was brought to me by...
Representative Gillespie, you're recognized. You're good.
It was brought to me by the comptroller's office.
Okay.
Representative Stewart, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Okay, well, that's helpful. So the comptroller's office itself is in support of this bill, even though it takes away some authority.
Correct, and they are here if you have questions for them.
No, but that's fine.
Representative
Thank you.
Stewart, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. No, that's fine. Thank you.
Are there any other questions for Representative Gillespie? Hearing none, are we ready to vote? All those in favor of House Bill 662 say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. The ayes have it. House Bill 662 moves out to full civil. So the next, we've already heard from House Bill 340, so the next bill is 723. Have you heard from him? Could you see if you could find Representative Hakeem, please? So we're going to go out of session for a few seconds or minutes. You'll have to keep me straight.
Yes, ma'am.
So the comptroller was doing both. They were collecting or in charge of it and then auditing it too. Yeah. And the next bill is House Bill 723 by Representative Hakeem. You're recognized.
I was in committee, that's why I wasn't here on time. This bill was presented last year, and it did pass the House. Because of COVID, we did not have the opportunity for it to go through the Senate. The genesis of this bill is to make the public more aware and effective in recognizing child abuse and neglect, and reprimanding, the opportunity to reprimand those persons, not by this legislation, but to be able to identify and go to the necessary authorities for persons to be reprimanded for their actions. There is a lack of guidance and instruction, and this is an opportunity for us to codify this so that as one administration changes, we still have this basic structure in place. We feel that it's important for these basic forms of information to be provided, and I don't have it before me today, but the way I remember it, the department didn't have any problem with their ability to make this information available online. Unless there are questions, Madam Chair?
Well, it's been brought to my attention that maybe the human trafficking part should go to the TBI advisory board to take care of. So I didn't know if you've been talked to about that or if it's been brought to your attention.
You saying strike it from this legislation?
Yes, and move it over to the TBI advisory board instead of DCS.
Oh, okay, okay.
So would you be willing to roll this a week to get this fixed?
All right, yes, ma'am. I'm good with that.
Okay, all right.
Okay, all right.
Thank you. So House Bill 723 will be rolled 1 week.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Chair and members.
So next week, for our announcements, Kevin Weaver will be with the Tennessee Bar Association Adoption Law Section, will be here to make a presentation. And also we'll be hearing from District Attorney for the 24th Judicial District of Tennessee. He will be here to speak to us about elderly abuse. You know, we talk here more about children, or I do, but, you know, elderly abuse is really a severe problem that we have in the state of Tennessee as well. So he's going to kind of talk to us a little bit about that. I usually leave most of that to Chairman Kiesling because I feel like he's the expert on that. But anyway, we will be hearing from him. Are there any other announcements? Hearing none, do I hear a motion for adjournment? So moved. We are adjourned.